information now coming in, breaking news coming in. Aaftab speaking for the very first time, but doesn't confess to killing Shraddha. Now, Aaftab has spoken for the very first time, but has not confessed to killing Shraddha, says he acted in the heat of the moment. Akanksha joining us live with the details. Akanksha, very, very important. Aaftab, the main accused in this horrific murder, speaking up for the first time, but not yet confessing. What are the details?
Well, absolutely, he said that he murdered Shraddha in the heat of the moment. Now his police custody has been extended for 4 more days. After this, police won't get his custody. Police can only get the custody of the accused for 14 days. On Saturday, this will get over and then he will go to judicial custody. Today, he was produced before the court at the end of the 10 days of police custody. And during the last 10 days, the police has managed to gather quite a lot of evidence. But the most important of them is the jaw that they recovered yesterday and are matching it with the X-ray report from Mumbai to ascertain whether it was the jaw of Shraddha or not. They have also recovered bloodstains from the residents, digital devices, and they have been sent for forensic. And they have sent it for digital forensic retrieval of data. But the most important point here is that his custody has been extended for 4 more days. He will again be produced before the court on Saturday when it ends. And after that, he'll be sent to JC. Today, he was produced. A special hearing was conducted. But there's another update that he has consented to the polygraph test. And the court, after he gave the consent, has allowed this application of the Delhi police to conduct this crucial test. The polygraph test could be conducted today or tomorrow, and within 4 days, narco-analysis test will take place. So first polygraph and then narco-analysis. These crucial examination will be carried out to make sure that he divulges more evidence and says more stuff so that the police can find more evidence in this case. But the Delhi police is racing against time. They just have now 4 more days to bring out more evidence to finally nail him in the court.
Okay, all right. But Akanksha, like you mentioned, he said that this incident was, he murdered her in the heat of the moment. But the probe until now has suggested that it was cold and calculated as well. Even though he says now that it was in the heat of the moment, the probe that the police officials have found until now shows very clearly how he had been planning this murder.
Well, absolutely, and also told the police that that he's willing to give them all the locations where he had thrown the body of pieces of body of Shraddha, but he doesn't remember because it's been quite some time, and he was throwing. Remember, this murder took place on May 18th, and after that he was disposing these pieces one by one. This is what he told the police, that he will extend all his cooperation, but he does not remember. It's been quite some time. He wants to give out this information where he threw all the pieces, and that is why now police is on a hunt from Chhatarpur jungle to Gurugram, Uttarakhand, Himachal and Maharashtra. The Delhi police team has been dispatched to all these areas to find where he different evidence in this case, and also they are on a lookout for a very crucial piece of evidence, that is the weapon of offense, where he threw it. He has confessed to the police that he threw it near the office in Gurugram where he used to work. We have shown you visuals from that area. That is a dumping area just few meters away from his office, where he has confessed that he has thrown the weapon of offense. So police is on a lookout for that also. But as I mentioned, the Delhi police is racing against time to find more crucial evidence in this case. His custody has been extended for 4 more days. Police can only have him in the custody for only 14 days. After this, he will be sent to judicial custody. So the police has the next 4 days to find more crucial evidence. Till now, 17 pieces of her body have been recovered. Most importantly, her clothes are still missing that she was wearing when she was murdered. Her mobile phone is still missing, and most importantly, the weapon of offense. So the police has the next 4 days to find these crucial evidence, show it to the court so that they can finally nail him.
Okay, all right. Stay on with us. Joining us on the broadcast also is Priyank and Bhavtosh. Priyank, how does this stand in court? The claim that has been made by Aaftab is that the murder took place in the heat of the moment. But Times Now has been looking at intricate details in the case that have clearly revealed that he had been planning the murder. He had bought the saw that he used for the murder as well many days in advance. So how is that going to stand in court?
See, certainly, there's a process of recording such statement by any person before the court, which is under CRPC 164. That process has not been followed properly, obviously. So he will have to once again come before the court and record his statement under CRPC 164. But certainly, this is very important piece of evidence for the police as well, because once the order copy will come out, the court will certainly mention that what has been told by the accused, because he was represented by his counsel, but he himself spoke before the honorable judge, where he said that he has been cooperating with the police officials. What we have got to know through his counsel, that Aaftab was looking normal, and he has also told it to the honorable judges that he have also made a map of the location where he had done the body. He had made a map of the lake area. He had made the map of Gurgaon forest as well as Mehrauli forest area. But at the same time, he was also maintaining that since this is a case which pertains to 6 months back, then certainly it is very important that he should give all these important piece of evidence. So imagine a suspect who is under police custody himself is willing to give cooperation to the police official. Then certainly the court will grant more days of time period. The police has already exhausted 10 days of police remand, out of 14 days of police remand, which they can get under the sections under which Aaftab has been booked by the Delhi police, which is of sections of murder. That's why the court has granted 4 more days of police remand. So on total, if you see that this is a major thing for the police officer, that 3 consecutive time they have got all these 14 days of police remand, which they have any agency would have got idly. So at this juncture, what it appears that the court has also come up with an opinion after the accused has already confessed the crime before the concerned court, that yes, he killed Shraddha, but at the same time he's also said that that was in the heat of the moment, because of the anger which he had at the moment, and later to that he made a proper plan, and he has told and described every bit of the plan to the police official, and he's still willing to cooperate with the police team.
Okay.
That's why the court has given 4 more days of police remand, but the manner in which he was produced was very dramatic, because there was a special hearing which was called, where the counsels were called by the district judge early in the morning. They appeared, and then Aaftab was produced before the court.
Okay, all right. Priyank, thank you for joining us with those details.